Morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, July 30th, and we will be reading Ezra 9 and 10.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes. We're finishing Ezra. We're finishing.
You're ready, Catherine?
We're finishing Ezra.
You're ready?
We're finishing Ezra.
It's good to have you here today.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Let me show you what we're reading. 9.
All right.
Josh is trying to show you. 9.
And
He's looking. Oh no, bro.
9 and 10. All right. Okay.
Ezra prays about intermarriage. Now when these things were done, the leaders contacted me saying, the people of Israel, the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands. They practice the abominations of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. Specifically, they have taken some of their daughters as wives for themselves, as well as for their sons, so that the holy seed has been mingled with the people of the lands. In fact, the involvement of the leaders and rulers has been foremost in this vile behavior. When I heard this, I tore my clothes and my robe, plucked out the hair of my head and from my beard, and sat down astonished, because of the vile behavior of those who had been in exile. Every one that trembled at the words of the God of Israel gathered to me. But I sat astonished until the evening sacrifice. At the evening sacrifice I rose up from my heaviness, and despite having my clothes and my robe torn, I knelt on my knees and stretched out my hands in prayer to the Lord my God, and said, "Oh my God, I am ashamed and embarrassed to lift up my face to you. My God, because our iniquities have expanded over our heads, and our wrongdoing has grown up to the heavens. Since the days of our fathers until this day, we have been in a great guilt. It is because of their iniquities that we, our kings and our priests, have been delivered by the sword, by captivity, by spoil, and by being shamed into the hand of the kings of the lands. This day is like that too. Yet now, for a little while, there has been a favorable response from the Lord our God, leaving us a remnant to escape, giving us a tent peg from his holy place, having our eyes enlightened by our God, and giving us a little reviving in our bondage. For though we were slaves, our God has not forsaken us in our bondage, but has extended mercy to us in the sight of the kings of Persia, granting us a reviving for the rebuilding of the house of our God, for the repairing of its ruins, and for giving us a wall in Judah and Jerusalem. Now, O Lord our God, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken your commandments, which commanded by your servants the prophets, saying, the land that you are entering to possess is an unclean land, which the impurity of the peoples of the lands with their abominations have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness. Now therefore cease giving your daughters as wives to their sons. Do not take their daughters to your sons, and never seek their peace for prosperity, that you might grow strong and eat the good of the land, and leave it as an eternal inheritance to your children. After all that has come upon us because of our evil deeds and our great guilt, seeing that you, our God, have punished us less than our iniquities deserve, and have given us such deliverance as this, should we break your commandments and intermarry with the people of these abominations? Would you not become so completely angry with us that there would be no remnant, nor any who escape? O Lord God of Israel, you are righteous, for we who escaped exile yet remain to this very day. Here we stand before you in our guiltiness, even though we should not stand before you because of this. The people's confessions of sin. Now, while Ezra prayed and confessed, weeping and prostrating themselves before the house of God, a very large congregation of men and women and children gathered around him from Israel, for the people too wept bitterly. Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said to Ezra, We have acted with vile unfaithfulness against our God, and have wedded foreign women from the people of the land. Yet there is now hope in Israel concerning this. Now therefore let us make a covenant with our God to serve relationships with all the women and their children, according to the counsel of my Lord, and those who tremble at the commandment of our God. May this be done in accordance with the law. Arise, for this matter is your responsibility, but we are standing with you. Be courageous and act. Then Ezra stood and made the presiding Levitical priests and all Israel to swear an oath to act according to the word. And they swore an oath. Then Ezra stood in front of the house of God and went into the chamber of Jehohanan, the son of Elishab. When he arrived there, he ate no bread and drank no water, because he was mourning over the vile unfaithfulness of the exiles. They made a proclamation throughout Judah and Jerusalem for all the children of the exile to assemble in Jerusalem. Whoever would not come within 3 days would forfeit all his possessions according to the counsel of the leaders and the elders, and would himself be excluded from the congregation of the exiles. And all the men of Judah and Benjamin gathered themselves together to Jerusalem within the 3 days. It was the 9th month, on the 20th day of the month. All the people sat on the grounds of the house of God, trembling about this matter, and also because of the great rain. Ezra the priest stood up and said to them, You have acted unfaithfully by bringing home foreign women, adding to the guilt of Israel. Now therefore make confession to the Lord God of your father, and do what pleases him. Sever your relationships with the people of the land, especially from the foreign women. Then all the congregation answered loudly, As you have said to us, that we will do. But there are many people, and because it is the rainy season, we will not be able to set up outside. Moreover, there is not a task for a day or two, since we have so grievously transgressed in the matter. Let now our rulers preside over all the congregations, so that in each of our cities all who have married foreign women along with the elders and judges of that city will come at appointed times, until the fierce wrath of our God for this matter is turned from us. Only Jonathan the son of Eshahel and Josiah the son of Tikva opposed this, with Meshullam and Shabbatai, Levites, supporting them. Then the descendants of the captivity did so. Ezra the priest selected men, heads of the father's household, according to their faith, each of them by name. They sat down in the first day of the 10th month to examine the matter, and finished dealing with every man who had married foreign women by the first day of the first month. Those guilty of intermarriage. Some of the sons of the priests were discovered to have wedded foreign women, namely the sons of Joshua and the sons of Jozadak and his brothers Messiah, Eleazar, Jarib, and Jedaliah. They committed to sever their relationships with their women, and being guilty, they offered a ram of flock for their guilt. Likewise, of the sons of Immer, there were Hanai and Zebediah. Of the sons of Haram, there were Messiah, Elijah, Shemaiah, Jehiel, and Uzziah. Of the sons of Pashur, there was Elionai, Messiah, Ishmael, Nethanel, Josabad, and Elash. Also from the Levites there was Josabad, Shimei, Kaleah, the same is Kalida, Hilkiah, Judah, and Eleazar. Among the singers there was Eliashib, and from the porters there was Shalom, Talem, and Uri. Further, from Israel of the sons of Pharaoh there was Ramiah, Isaiah, Micaiah, Benjamin, Eleazar, Malchijah, and Benaiah. Of the sons of Elam there was Mattaniah, Zechariah, Jehiel, Abdi, Jeremoth, and Elijah. Of the sons of Zatu there was Elianoi, Eliashib, Mattaniah, Jeremoth, Zabad, and Azizah. Of the sons of Mabay there was Jehohanan, Hananiah, Zabiah, and Athlai. Of the sons of Bani there was Meshullam, Maluk, Adiah, Jeshub, Sheil, and Jeremoth. Of the sons of Pahat, Moab there were Adnah, Kalal, Benaiah, Messiah, Mattaniah, Bezalel, Benui, and Manasseh. Of the sons of Paran there was Eleazar, Ishijah, Malchijah, Shemaiah, Shimon, Benjamin, Maluk, and Sheremiah. Of the sons of Hashum there was Mathaneh, Metta, Zabad, Eliphalet, Jeremiah, Manasseh, and Shimei. Of the sons of Bani there was Madai, Amram, Uel, Benaiah, Bediah, Kalui, Benaiah, Meremoth, Elishib, Mattaniah, Mattai, and Jeshu. For the sons of Benui there was Shimei, Shelemiah, Nathan, Adiah, Maccabi, Shashay, Shari, Azarel, Shalamiel, Shamariah, Shalom, Amariah, and Joseph. Of the sons of Nebo there was Jeiel, Mettahai, Zabad, Zabina, Jedai, Joel, and Benaiah. All these married foreign women, and some of them had wives that had children.
Oh, wow. All right. And we just finished Ezra. So next we have Nehemiah. That'll be tomorrow. All right. Catherine, say bye. Come over here. Come over here so you can say bye.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.